President Donald Trump's White House could act to defy its top law enforcement agency if it proceeds to release a secret Republican memo alleging FBI bias in its investigations of the president. A statement from the FBI pushed back at the White House Republican memo purporting to show that the Justice Department, along with the FBI, abused their authority in obtaining a warrant to spy on a former Trump campaign foreign policy advisor. The statement from the Trump-appointed FBI Director Christopher Wray expressed grave concerns about material omissions of fact that fundamentally impact the memo's accuracy.
This is the broad scenario. House Republicans believe the memo relays damning evidence gathered during their investigation into Russian meddling in the election and possible collusion with the Trump campaign. House Democrats called its contents a cherry-picking distraction aimed at diverting attention and protecting the president. The Republican-led Intelligence Committee voted along party lines to release the memo earlier this week, allowing the president 5 days to stop its release on national security concerns. But this seems unlikely since the president was caught on a hot mic telling lawmakers he'd 100% release the memo, despite his own Justice Department warning that the document is misleading and could compromise national security.
Let's release the memo. Oh, yeah, well, don't worry. 100%. Can you imagine? Yes, sir.
Democrats have fiercely opposed the memo's release.
This is not about the facts. This is about a narrative that the chairman wants to put out, a misleading narrative, to undermine the FBI, undermine the department, and ultimately undermine Bob Mueller. And, of course, the danger in all of this, besides the obvious one of politicizing the intelligence process, is that it sends a message to the White House that he can fire Rod Rosenstein or he can fire Bob Mueller, and there are GOP members who are so vested in his presidency that they will roll over. And that will cause a constitutional crisis.
The memo is said to accuse the FBI and Justice Department of misleading a foreign intelligence surveillance court judge last year to extend an eavesdropping warrant against Trump campaign advisor Carter Page, but that they failed to inform the judge that the information used to justify the warrant included portions of a dossier of Trump-Russia contacts that was part of opposition research paid for by Democrats. The memo apparently does not include the fact that the request also relied on classified information that confirmed the dossier's research. Democrats believe this is an attempt to undermine the Russia probe led by the special counsel.
If Bob Mueller gets too close to the president, if Bob Mueller looks at the money laundering issue and that's too threatening to the president, there's no telling what this president will do. What I'm more worried about at the moment is that he fires Rod Rosenstein, that he knows the blowback that would accompany firing the special counsel, so he fires Rod Rosenstein, puts in his own person, who then becomes Bob Mueller's boss, and can say to Bob Mueller, you can't look into this, you can't look into that, you need to end your investigation here.
The chairman of the House Committee, Republican Devin Nunes, who has pushed for the memo's release, believes the objections of the FBI are, quote, spurious, and accused the FBI and Justice Department of making material omissions to the Congress and the courts, fueling the narrative that law enforcement agencies manipulated the courts against the Trump campaign. Shervin Bryceby's SABC News, New York.